incredible. Yeah, 'cause of you I wrote this song. Now it's on the radio. Yeah. Tricking all my money out. Anything you want, step in out now. Anywhere you want. Diamond rings, cars, living that good life. So sexy, girl, you got me saying, oh, let's get it right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. Oh, get it on right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. 'Cause your body is so hot, girl. So hot, gotta give you what I got, I got. Hey, let me please, hey, let me please, hey, let me please, hey, let me please. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. I could take you around the world. What you waiting for? Lunch in Hollywood, dinner in New York. Expensive shoes, I know you like living it up. So sexy, girl, I'm just saying. Oh, let's get it right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. Oh, get it on right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. 'Cause your body is so hot, girl. So hot, gotta give you what I got. Hey, let me please, hey, let me please, hey, let me please, hey, let me please. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. 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 Something that I wanna say. Can I play? Unforgettable, unpredictable. Can't leave you alone, so incredible. It's all on you. I got you alone now. What you gonna do? see when I look into your eyes. If you give it to me, I'll give you anything that your heart desires. I can change your world. Just have a question. But only if you try. Do you believe? Let it go. Let it go. Let it flow. Take control. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Change. It's like that.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
What up?
Hello.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Good. We blessed to be back again. Welcome to everybody that's logging in and tuning in. We definitely want to make sure that everybody that's watching right now, we want to give you all a chance to invite 10 people into the room so we can make this an intelligent, thoughtful, great, debatable, with a lot of energy conversation tonight. But I want to get into, while they're doing that, Drippy Dre, what's going on, brother? How was your weekend?
My weekend was really good. It was
You
beautiful.
looking good.
Thank you, my brother. It was beautiful. My nickname right now is Feng Shui Dre, so I've been gardening and I've been hanging up pictures and getting things together, man. We're doing it for the springtime cleaning. What's up with you, Em?
I am doing great. I am so happy that the weather is finally starting to consistently be 60s, 70s. I'm a sun baby, so I got to enjoy some sun this weekend.
Taurus season.
Taurus season. Yeah, too. It's
Well,
officially
she's
our birthday month. And I want to give a shout out to my mommy. Today is her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, mommy.
Mommy Empress is birthday today. So I sent her dinner and stuff. So she's enjoying with my dad. Chef Tammy, how was your weekend?
Wow. Hey, Empress, my weekend was really good. It was really relaxing. I didn't do much. Just a lot of rest and relaxation. And just looking forward to this next week we got coming ahead. What about you, Dr. Feelgood? How was your weekend?
My weekend was amazing because my son started his, I launched a business for my 6-year-old son. It's an ice cream business. So we did it yesterday. It's water ice, Philadelphia water ice. And so, the whole family pitched in. But what made it so cool was the fact that when we went out there, my daughter was like, okay, after the first neighbor, which was our first customer, came in, she was like, I didn't think we was gonna get any more guests. We had about 60 people stop yesterday, and so my son was very, very happy. It was great. So my weekend went great. It really, really did.
Kudos.
I'm trying to figure out where Chef Tammy was with that that chicken and
the Korean.
Korean chicken. I don't know what that was, but it sure looked good.
Yeah, let me tell you really quickly. So I was at this place called and it's funny because it's almost like a play on how I guess an Oriental person would say chicken. So the name of the place is called Chikin.
Chikin.
So what it is Korean fried chicken. So basically what it was is it's just twice fried chicken, and then they spin it in these like amazing different sauces. So I went there today and I took a little bit of a video. So shout out to Chikin in Orlando and on Mills. If you're around that area, definitely check it out. It was really good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out there this week anyway. So I'm gonna actually check it out and see what it's all about.
That's what's up.
Look good.
Yes.
Of course, after Ramadan, though, after Ramadan, so it'll be
of course.
So let's let some people fill up the room. Anybody that's in the room right now, we want to thank y'all for participating, coming in every week. All our regulars, we love your energy. We love that. You guys been supporting us from day one. But what we need y'all to do now is really invite 10 people. Invite 10 people to our room. Everybody that's on right now, please, if you invite 10 people, it multiplies by 10, 20, 30, 40. And next thing you know, we rocking.
Yeah.
That's right.
So my cast, I want to tell the ladies, you guys always look amazing every time you come on the show.
Thank you.
Always.
Thank you, sir.
Like your fashion style is always on point. Drippy is always drippy, so I ain't got to worry about him. He's gonna drip. I'm the one that's trying to catch up with all of y'all.
You do just fine, Dr. Feelgood. I'm waiting for the lab coat. I'm waiting for a white lab coat. You know what I'm saying?
Please don't make me go dig mine out.
For that from the beginning.
The lab coat gonna come out. I need a couple of more hours under my belt, though.
Okay, cool.
Lord. Y'all gonna make me look for mine. Y'all know I got it, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I got a whole lab down here.
Listen, I know it ain't too many things that the Empress don't have on point. Trust and believe that. So we noticed that the room is filling up. Let's kind of get started. So, Drippy and Empress, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things going on right now, right? And I know you was mentioning earlier off camera, Dre, that it's mental healthness.
Yeah, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I just think a lot of times the instabilities come up with people just not thinking right or being put into a situation. Last year was a pandemic. Nobody was ready for that. You can't prepare for that. So when that comes, it causes change in your life, and I think we need to really get into mental health awareness because it touched my family in certain ways, and I'm sure it touches everybody in certain ways. So we want to talk about the basis of a relationship and dealing with somebody that doesn't have that type of standards mentally and how you would deal with that person. And the question is simple, is could you deal with it or have you dealt with it? So my situation is that I have dealt with it and I know I could deal with it because it's something that I've been through where, I was in love or feelings for a person and things got more instability on the mental side of things.
Right. So hold on. So what's the question you posing?
The question I'm posing is really about could you be with a person with mental instabilities? I mean, that's really what it boils down to, right?
So can you be with somebody that can flip at any moment?
Yeah, that's the right way to put it. Yes.
Okay.
I've been with people that take meds and they don't take their meds. It's crazy.
Right.
And part of my language, that's a mean word.
No, that's not why I made the face.
Talk to me. What's up?
I don't know if one is directly related to the other.
Oh, not really.
I think somebody who's flipping at any moment might not necessarily have a mental illness. They just probably don't have any self-control or they just don't care.
Total lack of self-control. I would agree with Deb.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily constitute a mental illness. I would say that just really constitutes a lack of control of oneself. Like you don't know how to behave.
Now, see, this is where we have a variant of how we read into a question because it's saying, could you deal with somebody that could flip at any moment? Which the reason why I said that I could deal with somebody that could flip at any moment was there was people that I dealt with that had instabilities mentally. And that's when the flip at any moment came. It wasn't just a regular chill person that just flipped. Nah, it was just things that was, perpetuated that I knew there was a little bit of quirkiness there. I'm gonna tell y'all right now so that we don't get it wrong, so that we can be a little bit more clear. Let's clear the court. I'm attracted to crazy. I like wild. I like wild. Yeah. So sometimes things get a little out of hand and you can't really reel it in or you can't control the moment or have a reel on when a person is going to show you this side, but it just comes out. And it'd be great otherwise, but then things happen. You know what I mean?
So Empress, can you deal with somebody that can flip at any moment? Because Dre saying he could. Can you?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. And I'm he talking about mental illness and flip. Boy, no.
Tell me. Talk about it. I want to know.
For the sake of for our audience, I'm gonna be a little vulnerable with y'all. Please. I suffer from depression. Right? I am not the one that flips. That will actually, like the whole instability and change thing, and like the not being able to rely on my partner to be who they've shown me to be, will actually make me leave a relationship. And I'm the one that suffers from mental illness. So I don't think the two correlate. I'm not dealing with, I don't know which person I'm going to get today.
Nah.
To the point where one day you barking on me all day and then the next day you cool? Nah, I'm good. That's not good for my mental instability.
I get it. But yo, that's just how a couple of situations that I've been with, it would go from cool to cold-blooded. And it was like 0 to 100 real quick and very, sporadic. The same way our love lives was. It was combustible, so was the argument.
But I feel like
I like that cool to cold-blooded.
I think it has to do with self-control. And a maturity with appropriately reacting to your emotions. Just don't act just because you feel like it. Yeah. But if I'm rocking with you, right, I have care for you. At least that. If I'm rocking with you, I might not be in love with you yet, but I at least have care for you, right?
Right.
So why would I do something that's attacking you if I care for you? I can communicate how I'm feeling without, doesn't mean I'm not feeling it.
Everybody,
but I'm not going to just flip out on you because I feel like flipping out.
Everybody's just not that controllable and everybody's not that cordial. So sometimes it's like when you get that mental instability, it's not that they just flipping on you, it's that they can't control it. It's a situation where I have been literally been in a situation with people who have taken medication and had things that was a little, offbeat. And I tried to deal with it and I tried to figure out how to position myself with it, but it just wouldn't work right for me.
Well, let's hold that thought. Chef Tammy, let's go to some of the questions in the room, some of the comments in the room and see what they say.
I'm actually having a problem with my screen right now.
Are you? Okay. I'll help you out while you do that. So Cole Bryant said, hello all. Yep, attracted to crazy until it turns on you. I've been there. Damn, it just flipped out of somewhere. Damn, where did it go?
I know what he's saying.
No. Let me put it. No. Sorry. Here we go. There it is. No, where did it go? You keep flipping. There it is. Sorry. Hello, y'all. Is attracted to crazy until it turns on you. I've been there and dealing with others' unstable emotions. More work than it's worth usually. Then we have another one. Farrell Schuyler says, it all goes back to mental health. If you're flipping like that, it's not self-control. Maybe it's a trigger and they got PTSD. And the last one is Gail Lambre. Okay. Sorry about messing up your name, but true indeed. Mental instability and the ability to flip at any time can overlap, but are really two different things. One can be controlled with anger management, and the other may need meds or therapy.
Nice answer.
Right. Exactly.
Nice
I'm agreeing with him because even with PTSD, even with triggers, because real talk, I got I could write a whole book, which I'm not going to do. But there is still the thing that I can control is me. Right. So I either use it as an excuse. Well, that was a trigger for me and you need to change it. You need to fix it. Or I can work on, which I'm working on. I can work on how those things affect me because it feels sucky being that upset. So I can continue taking all those triggers, or I can work through with my therapist and with the people that support me in this, helping to bring the trigger down. I don't think it will ever go away. But in the same token, those very same people that love me and inadvertently bring up a trigger, I have to work on, hey, they're not attacking me. This is not the cause. This is not the original thing that caused this trigger. Right? Like it does take a lot of self-awareness and a lot of work. And I just found out I had a new trigger last week. I was all messed up. I didn't know the trigger was there and somebody straight pointed it out. I'm like, damn, you right. Yeah, I can't do this today. And it's a continuous work thing, but I very, 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 very much so try my best not to take it out on the people around me. If I hate feeling like this, why do I want to make them feel like this?
Right.
Can I provide some clarity though? Because Guile said define flip though. Are we talking physically? I wasn't thinking physically.
I wasn't.
No.
Thing to say though, because physically is very different. I'm thinking verbally, maybe a little bit sporadic and a little bit off key than where you at.
Right.
I think verbal abuse is just as bad though.
It's not worse. It's not worse.
Right. Like
it's
you
not
can't
worse.
just fly off the handle and say whatever you want to me.
Bruises heal, but that stuff in your head, it's stuck up there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's there for you to replay over and over and over again. Even when that bruise is gone away, those words hurt. Words hurt a lot. And this is why you must be very careful how you choose your words and what you say and how you say things and have intent and don't go out to harm and hurt people's feelings. You understand what I'm saying? Because you've got feelings too. And you never want to be on the other end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That whole sticks and stones thing that they teach you when you kids is such bull.
It's such bull.
It's such bull.
Everything they teach you when you were a kid is bull.
I all lied.
So, my question to the room is, Drippy Dre, are you for being with somebody that can flip at any time or not?
Well, after we just had this discussion right now, the conversation, I'm definitely with someone if they're willing to go through therapy and, you know, take the steps to get better. And if it's in a healing process, but if it's something that's unresolvable, I got to say the serenity prayer and let that go. What you think, Amber?
Absolutely.
You want to know something, and maybe it might be hypocritical of me. I don't think I could deal with it just because I'm dealing with it internally.
But
I can't deal with it internally and externally at the same time. I don't have that capacity.
Yeah, that's very honest.
That's understandable.
Well, let's read some comments. Can I read a comment from the audience?
Sure, I've been waiting for you, Chef.
Oh, yeah. My technical difficulties are over.
Okay, thank you.
Colby Bryan said a tough road when a person doesn't think they need professional help. Which is true, and that's a lot of the problem. Have you guys ever heard the statistics in regards to bipolar, like people with bipolarism, and the fact of how far it goes undiagnosed, whereas a lot of people don't even know they have it.
Yes,
and they don't know that why they're behaving this way.
Right. What's the statistics, though, Chef? What's the statistics? You got to know something.
I don't know the numbers exactly, but the point I'm making is that they're quite high.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say, 4 out of every, 1 out of every 4 people don't know they have it. Let's just say that like that. You know what I'm saying? It's too many is the point.
Right.
That are going undiagnosed because there's such a stigmatism that comes with mental health and getting help for mental health. There's no sign of weakness that comes with that. I mean, oh my gosh, you know who I look at? I look at Jennifer Lewis. Empress, if you know who that is. This woman has had bipolar pretty much her whole life. And she walks through life with it so dignified, and she talks about it, and she's an advocate for it and an advocate for getting help in regards to it. Right. There's no shame. There's no shame. And that's something that you said earlier, Empress, to Dre. You said, hey, Dre, if you need help, there's no shame in asking for it. And that goes in any realm.
Yeah.
Right.
I can speak personally. It's hard. Like, my friends recognized, like, hey, she's not doing too good, and literally, like, set up my first appointment for me. And I have a thing about flaking, so she used my own like anxiety against me. Like, she's not gonna cancel. She's gonna have to show up because she too jittery not to show up. Mm-hmm. And for months, I wouldn't let him put a name to it out loud. Like the whole thing is it's scary. I wouldn't let him, but I can say this: the second he put a name to it, and I did a fundraiser with NAMI, their mental health awareness organization, and I started speaking on it and speaking on me having it and actually like accepting this. It actually started to help my progress in getting better.
That's dope.
Okay, that's what's up.
Absolutely.
The first step is hard, but once you start to speak on it.
Yeah, they always say things get easier when you start, speaking it
with acceptance and with acceptance of it and knowing that there is no shame behind it, acknowledging that there's no shame behind it.
Well, let me ask this question. Can you be with someone, Chef Tammy, that suffers from addiction then?
Oh.
Wow. This gets interesting, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
I'm gonna have to say yes, because
really,
just listen to me and let me explain to you why. Walk with me for a second.
And
I'm telling this story, and I'm going to tell it as loosely as I possibly can, so as that I don't divulge anyone else's personal information. But I was in a relationship for 3 to 4 years with someone that was a heroin addict, and I didn't even know.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Oh, wow.
Because he wasn't sticking needles in his arm. You understand?
Right.
But always wondered why those, and he was so tired. But when you're not of that life, how would you know? How could I know?
Right.
I'm not from that life. So I had no idea. So I have to say yes. And now once I found out, it was merely from finding something in his wallet. You understand? And that's how I did try to stay. I tried to stay, and I tried to get him help, and I tried to do all those things, but he loved the drug more than he loved me. Right. So in that respect, yes, I've been there, and it's happened, and I've done it, and unknowingly done it. You understand? But went through it just the same. And then once I was found, one made aware of it, I tried to help him, and I stayed, and we stayed together about another year, and wow. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Well, that's a noble thing for you to do and experience. I commend you on that. But personally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I couldn't deal with the lies. I couldn't deal with the inconsistency. I wouldn't be able to deal with the amount of attention that I would have to give this person over and over. It would just be draining my energy personally. And for me, that's big. And I know the communication will probably be off in that situation where we really can't communicate. And in a relationship, for me, communication is every single thing to me. It's every single thing. And
that's the thing, with addictions come a lot of lies. Right. So with that's where the communication breakdown comes. Right. And you're absolutely right about that. If you're someone that is very strong on communication, that would be a total problem for you, because there's so many lies that come with it, because it's the covering up, the sneaking. You have to think about how many lies this man told me for 3 years that
I could imagine, because he's in a state outside of the state. He's operating in a whole different realm under the influence of drugs. Right. So he's operating and dealing with you on a whole different level. Then he comes down, and then his probably first thing is he's looking for that same feeling again.
It was, and it's like almost like you're caught in the twilight zone, because you look back, at hindsight is 2020, and you think about all these things, and girl, we in Oasis one night, Empress, and he dozing at the table.
Oh, wow.
He just tired, girl. He just tired. Man, my friend's like, your man all right?
He just sleepy. A little sleepy.
Work hard.
Yeah, he could work them long hours, them late nights.
In a pie factory.
Yeah, so I know that would, for me, like I said, I wouldn't, it sounds foul to the audience. Let me ask the audience out there in the comments, would you guys deal with someone that had addiction? Let's go to some comments out there and see what they say already.
Well, as you can see, Jessica says she tried to. Exactly. They love the drug more than they love you. She had to walk.
Mm-hmm. Good for you, Jessica. Good for you.
Got to go.
Pharaoh Skylar. There are many forms of addiction. Some are just socially more acceptable than others. For example, electronics, use of internet, phones. I totally agree with that.
Absolutely.
Totally agree. I
couldn't do any of those neither.
So hold on. Let me ask you this. So
if you rely, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so if your mate is 24/7 on the video game,
no, we ain't doing this, right?
That's not working for you at all.
No, there's a whole life happening outside. Turn off the game for a minute.
What about you, Drip?
Nah, I mean, it depends what kind of addiction we talking about.
Video games.
No, can I be with somebody that has an addiction?
No, I just said video games.
A video game addiction.
We're not rocking with that, because you're not gonna know. No, but now if she has a sex addiction, I might be down with it.
As long as you can keep up.
I'm good. Don't even we taking a red pill. I'm lit. We good. What are you,
your man out for the count? You better hope her work husband ain't ready.
Now, here goes my question for you, Dr. Feelgood. You're a proponent of marriage.
Right.
If you get married and you're in a situation and your wife has this addiction problem, how do you handle the process with that?
So that's a really good question, Drippy Dre. And it would the factor for me to kind of stay in that would be two things. If I had children, I would definitely ride it out a lot longer, and I would definitely give as much. I will give as much as I can anyway. But me having children with that person, and if they had that addiction, I would try to make it. I would try to do whatever I could to make it work. If we didn't have any children, and this kept going on and on, I wouldn't stick around.
Yeah. Yo, they laughing. They laughing at Ulysses. Y'all don't laugh at nobody else pain on this show. This is a conversation. Leave Ulysses alone. I'm gonna read what Ulysses said. My brother, my heart goes out to you. Because y'all
I love you.
Ulysses
That's my homeboy.
dated a crackhead. She stole his underwear. He broke up with her because he thought she was doing black magic. You right. Why is she stealing your drawers? You right, though. That's smart. Ulysses smart.
I love you. This is my heart, y'all. I love him.
Drippy, my sister Kylie says if she's a sex addict, then she's not only gonna be sexing you, she's gonna be sexing other people too.
Right. I gotta understand that. I've got to be willing to grow with that, and I've got to be willing to share that she's community property. In Monopoly, there is community chess, and I've got to be good with that.
Oh my God.
You way better than me, Drippy. I tell you.
You're not sharing?
Selfish when it comes to my ladies.
I'm saying no, B. You can't be like that, man.
I'm a little selfish when it comes to my ladies. I don't want them to be community property.
I want her to be who she is. I don't want them
to be like the pool where everybody could jump in.
I don't want that, but I'm saying that that's where I'm at. I'm at it. So I'm out to face reality and deal with reality. Sometimes people run from things that is right and just can't deal with the reality. I can live with it if that's who you is, and I can deal with it. I'm not looking for commitment at this point in my life right now. I'm looking for stability and realism. So if you really is dotting and popping, and that's what your summer is consistent of, I'm not on that page, but I'll have fun with you, and then I will go back to what I'm doing. You're not my wife. Hello. Let's talk reality. All right, back to the game.
Yeah. So, go ahead. Who want to read a few? Who want to read a few more comments?
Well, Dre's getting a little bit yelled at. For real though, Drippy Dre from Miss Jessica Melendez. Miss Kylie Benson is asking, do you still want to sex her knowing she got other men?
I'm saying, no, you sexing other people right now that you don't know have other men. So, I mean, at least I'm in the know and I could realistically talk to her and find out how many other dudes that she got and what's her intentions with me. And then I could move with it. I'd rather just know the real. I've been lied to a lot. So at this point, I just want to know what's real.
We get some feedback from somebody.
It's not me.
I don't hear anything.
I was hearing it, but I just know it's a better deal if you just know what's real and how you deal with it, and then you can proceed with how you're gonna deal with it. And I just think a lot of people don't tell people what's really happening.
I can't. If you let
my
So Dre. So let's take the census around the room. So Dre is saying, long as he know, and if it's a sex addiction.
Not say that. But I'll take it. Of course.
Right. He will rock with the sex addiction, not the sex addiction. Y'all
just made her super promiscuous. She can have a sex addiction with Drippy. Y'all made her super like the thought box. But I'm
don't work like that.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez. Y'all killing me.
So Dre, you with it, not the drugs though.
I mean, what was she addicted to? What was she a pothead?
Come on.
I'm just saying.
I want to know what your intentions of drugs. You don't partake, so I'm asking a question.
Some hard drugs.
She's a stoner. She's my chick.
Nose candy.
Stoner. We rocking. Yeah. I mean, like hard drugs. That's not of my nature. That's more of a personal preference. So I would try to get her. I would try to get her help. You know what I'm saying? At that point of the game, but I would stay far away from her and I would throw rocks at her with a slingshot. How?
Right. She all right, Empress. Like
you know she is.
Empress said what?
Shut up. She gonna smoke them rocks.
Stop throwing.
When I'm popping my rocks, she gonna smoke them.
I'm sorry.
Yo, John Wallen's in the building. He said he addicted to porn. Let's go, John Wallen. He in the building. He coming strong.
He comes. Hey, You heard what you just said. Pause. He comes in strong.
Oh yeah, pause that. Big pause. But yo, you see what my man said? Kobe
He's addicted to porn.
He ended up smoking way too much weed trying to deal with the stress of being with a person that was mentally undiagnosed. LOL, 15 years. Right. He got sentenced 15 years.
Cold. That's cold-blooded.
Kobe Bryant.
Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
So let me ask this question. Go ahead. You got a couple of more? You got a couple more, Chef Tammy?
No, I think that's it. Ulysses said that Dre be spitting bars. He's a true New Yorker. That's right. You know that. Drippy Dre will always be a true New Yorker. Yeah. But no, that's pretty much that's all the comments that tied up on the board. We're caught up.
Okay. And so I wanted to, since we're kind of talking about sex, right? So
let's talk about
if
sex.
Your mate, can your spouse or your mate be able to ask you for sex at any time and get it?
Oh, make it rain, baby. Make it rain.
I ain't married. Let's go with Chef Tammy. Let's change it up a little. Let's go with Chef Tammy.
I'm gonna say no, only because you're not specifying what the circumstances are. I mean, are we fighting? You know, but you're just saying in any it just on site upon a request.
Right. Upon on demand. Let's use that.
Now. Because just like everything else, the desert will need some moisture. Okay. Like I think the desert can be dry, and then if we're not in a good place, it's not gonna get wet.
So, but I have a rebuttal for that because I hear a lot of women say, and I've heard it, especially on the platform and just speaking to different women about different things and having different conversations. They say they can be mad and still have it. That's kind of a little hard for me because it's at this point.
Right.
But a lot of people say they can do it and be mad, and I'm like, how?
I can't. Or the feeling is not going to be real. It's not going to. You're not going to get that passion. You're not going to get that passion that you would normally get.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that for me is so important. Like to know that you want me as just as much as I want you. That's very important. Are you all right?
Yeah, no, Deuce said the mouth is always wet. My man Deuce is talking about your salvatory glands and all of that. My man Deuce, that's my guy. Let's go. Deuce.
That's you know what?
Say it, Tammy.
Listen, Deuce, I'm gonna need you not to refer to my mouth and moisture ever again.
He didn't say yours per se.
He's talking about mine.
I know what he's talking about. We're talking about options in life. You don't have to just be in the Sahara and the desert, and there's other ways that we can.
Why would I give you that if we're not getting along and you're requesting sex?
Because we have to get out of our head.
That is.
Thank you, Kamla. Thank you, Kamla.
Oh yeah. Kamla, I agree with you too. Put up Kamla.
Thank you, Kamla.
He's right. She's right.
What that mouth do though?
Now back to Jessica. If the mouth working for her, the mouth should be working for him too. I concur.
Right.
Equal opportunity employment.
So Dre, should you, if you were married, should you be able to ask your spouse for sex anytime and get it?
All right, now I want to flip this on the rhetoric of that.
No, answer the question.
I'm saying like this. If I answer the question right the way I'm going to answer it, you'll understand what I'm saying. I think that I should always have to deliver when she wants, so I want the same thing of her. I'm going to deliver sometimes when I don't want to, too. It's going to be nice. I'm going to come in tired, beat up from work, and she might want some action. I'm not going to leave my lady unsatisfied, but I'm going to ask the same of her in return. That's my answer as far as that. And I just never had a lady that ever told me that she was unsatisfied. Let's put that disclaimer out there.
Empress, what's your take? Married? Should you get it on demand?
I'm of the line of thought a little bit of what Drip just said. Okay. Like, I don't want to tell him no. Like my part of my commitment to him is, the sexual satisfaction as well as everything else. But in the same token, if I'm not here, whether it's because of him or something else, my body's not going to cooperate with me.
I get you.
Right.
I get you.
Or like, I have migraines. I've had them since I was 8. And when I get a bad one, like motion hurts, sound hurts, light hurts. Like I'll vomit.
Oh, that's different.
There's no way I'm gonna try to fight through that.
That might be a little freaky to vomit.
Throwing up in the middle of it might be.
It might be a little freaky,
Go this ride, clean up, and let's get back.
I just want to read the comment from Farrah because this is basically exactly what I was saying.
Right.
Sex don't take away the issues you got in a relationship. A lot of people use it to cover up problems on the relationship rather than to connect intimately, and that's what it is. That's what it is for me. You know what I'm saying? Right. Always that for me. If we're not getting along cohesively, sex ain't gonna change that.
Right.
We need to sit down and we need to talk and we need to communicate so that my body can feel aligned and comfortable with you again.
Right.
But as long as we're not on the same accord, no, it's gonna change that. Or it's gonna misconstrue the problem. It's just gonna mask the problem for a moment. We're gonna have sex. We're gonna have great sex. We're gonna forget about the problem for a minute. Get up and dress and beat, and it's back.
Right.
We didn't deal with it. We just humped.
Right. Well, I agree because as I got older, I realized it's more of a mental thing for me as well. So it's like if I'm off and my mind ain't there for whatever, we ain't vibing. And then, like I said, a lot of times women think a man could just do it anytime, and he can't.
Right.
No.
And that's not
a lot
true.
of women be like, what's wrong with you?
They do.
They'll be like, what's wrong with you? And be like, then they'll take it personal, like it's really them, but it's just like, nah, just it ain't right at this second. And then, for a man, it's a little different because women take it more personal, and then they look at themselves quicker instead of saying, what's wrong with you? And then it's like we do a lot of explaining and tell them, well, it ain't you, or whatever the case may be. So I'm just saying, as an older man, I definitely, it's more of a mental thing for me.
I would agree.
If we arguing and we at it, you could get in the bed. I'm gonna look at you like a mannequin.
Can we put Deuces? Can we put Deuces?
No. Do stuff a little crazy, but we could definitely talk about what Ulysses said. Ulysses said, if she says no, don't get mad if she's missing $40.
Can't put his comment up there.
I'm just saying, Ulysses, you are ill. But there's a reply to that.
What's that?
$40 is the
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, can we talk about what Deuce said though?
Let's talk about it.
All right. So what Deuce is saying is,
because
we mad at it.
Put it in a family friendly way. Though.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it this way. Because we mad at each other because I'm a little late for dinner. We should still be able to have fornication after dessert because I still have a physical attraction to you. Even though we are combatant on other things that's outside, we still have bedroom priorities that we have to attend to as grown-ups because you're going to ask for my fidelity to your thing. So I'm not running around. You have to attend to your home to make sure your home ain't in the streets, or don't ask me for that type of allegiance to say, oh, well, you're going to be faithful. You out there with them. You know what I'm saying? How that goes?
Now that's I do agree with you.
He's got points.
I do agree with you. Yeah, I do agree with you on that.
I'm gonna say this. Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying I do agree with him on that because all the holding up and trying to, I'm with Drippy on that for sure. Go ahead, Empress.
In that, like with the whole, like if there's an argument thing, I don't believe like sex should be withheld as like, well, you ain't getting none of that. Right? Because people do that, and to me, that's just
right.
There's a difference between me doing it as a punishment or me just not being here. But there are situations where, like, it would be difficult, if not impossible, but difficult for me for reasons other than we had an argument. I just had a baby. My hormones are all out of whack. Like, and with all of that trying to regulate and blah blah, for a lot of women, the desert is there permanently for a few months.
Yeah,
because they're lacking certain hormones. Because
what you saying?
No. She said she just had a baby. She said she had a baby, so she's like permanent desert station right now.
I didn't say I was. I said for a lot of women.
Oh, I'm just a lot of sorry. Pardon me, Deuce.
But I also know, like, one of the side effects from the this decline in estrogen when you're breastfeeding, it don't work. In addition to being up every 2 hours, in addition to there's other things that come into play why your lady might not be able to at that moment. Now, if she's saying no for several times in a row, there's a whole other problem.
Right.
Well, I want to read this comment real quick, if y'all don't mind. Deuce said, Kamala, I guess they're going back and forth. Kamala agrees with Empress. Deuce said, Kamala, the point was brought up that arguments, let me put it on the screen, arguments can mess with the mental, and therefore people may not want sex because their mentality is off, which is right. That's what I was basically
mentally they're turned off.
Yeah.
Ulysses said, let me empty my clip.
Bang, bang, no man.
We love you.
Where's John?
John is chilling. He doing what he doing. Personal time.
Right. Oh man, it's so funny.
Farrell makes a great point. He says withholding sex is a punishment from your partner that can tarnish a relationship. Because although it isn't number one priority of a relationship, it's still important in most relationships to connect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could be right. But Farrell, this is my question to you is, how is it that you go through with the action if you don't feel the connection?
Yo, y'all keep saying that. Y'all keep saying that. I've had amazing mad sex. Like,
I can't do it.
Like sparks, like boom, boom, bow, bow. It looked like the Channel 11 zone.
And y'all mad?
That's mad. Because you don't
yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. We both kind of knew we was on the outs, and it was kind of like goodbye sex, and we kind of like sealed it off with a yo, you gonna miss this, and we both did do. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm just saying, but for men, it's just a little bit easier because you guys don't connect.
I wasn't with no man. What you talking about?
Do what?
I was with a woman.
Yo, we don't do what?
You guys
down, Tammy.
Connection with
man, it's a little easy. I wasn't with no
your
man.
Emotions. Don't
shut up.
They don't ride on the same highway. They got on two exits.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. Yo, speaking of that,
something a woman would say about a man, for sure.
You don't gotta like a woman to have sex with her.
No, and neither does a woman.
You don't gotta like a dude to have sex with her.
I gotta find something attractive about him in order to do it. You guys don't
attractive and liking him is two different things.
Yeah, being attracted and liking him is different things.
And what about the way he works the middle? The way he works the middle.
That part's attractive.
Get the middle if I don't find him attractive.
It could be a permission slip to get back on the field trip. You might not find him attractive.
There are no coupons redeemed over here.
No coupons? Groupon.
No coupons redeemed over here.
I don't know what this means, but maybe one of y'all know what Ulysses is talking about right here. He's right there on the screen.
Hell no.
Well, none of y'all play color.
He's talking about dead fish.
Oh
just
man, we don't like the fish, bro. What?
No fish.
Dude, but sometimes mad sex is the best sex. When he smacks that when he smacks that joint, he mean it. When he chokes you and he pulls your hair, it's from a different kind of place at that point of aggression. When it's
you ain't gotta be mad to do that.
Dang, Dre, what's wrong with your hands? You clenching them tight, my brother.
It's the way to do things out here.
You don't gotta be mad to do that.
I'm just saying that you do it right at that point of passion.
Right. Well, that's a great conversation for the week. I think everybody was engaged with this. All our watchers and listeners. Let's read a few more questions before we get into last couple standing. Go ahead, Chef Tammy.
Jessica Melendez says no. She says, like me, no, I have to be attracted, period.
So what's the attraction? What's the attraction? Hold on. Now, y'all say y'all got to be attracted. Now, women have different attractions. Sometimes it might be the sneakers. Sometimes it might be the clothes. Sometimes it might be the cologne. Or it might be the bank account. Or it might be something.
It's usually for me.
What has to be the attraction?
Okay, I'll tell you. It usually has to be, for me to be it's a swag. It's not really a look for me. It's a personality. It's a persona. It's the way you carry yourself. It's deeper than looks for me. It's definitely going to be the way you dress, the way you carry yourself. The way you which arm you wear your watch on. That means a lot to me. Your teeth. It's definitely about gotta have the juicy whites. Yeah. So they're just certain things that you know, I may find attractive and, you know, can make me want to, you know, be intimate with you.
So it's a package deal. It's not.
What do you mean a package deal?
So what you're saying, you think that is the sentiment for most women, what you're saying right now?
I believe there has to be an attraction. Right. And I believe it doesn't really work for us as women if we're not getting along. If there's not, you know, harmony, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard for a woman to, well, I hate to keep saying for a woman. It's kind of hard when there's some kind of distension going on in the household for me to want to be, I need to resolve that first so that I can get back to feeling and wanting to be intimate and close with you and having a connection.
If there's stuff up in the air, like the argument isn't resolved.
Right.
That's an issue. Yeah.
I couldn't have sex at that moment. My brain is.
I'm with you on that.
I agree.
Like my brain is going to be stuck in
on that.
Everything on your feelings.
Right. And it might not be angry. I'm just gonna be on like I don't know what's going on mode.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like I can't like. You know, for me, like sex is like that's like it's an art. It's like the ultimate form of intimacy. But if we're not connecting and there's a whole disconnect and we're in the middle of an argument, how in the world can I connect with you that way? My mind isn't there. My mind is, I can't. Now, if it's afterwards and we kind of came to a resolution and we trying to make it up, yeah, we can do that.
Well, it's arguments going on.
Is always good.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be, but y'all keep talking about y'all can't get with the. So, it got to be the makeup sex.
Right.
Makeup don't always come with the anger.
If it's conflict, there's no sex.
Nah, it don't work.
Household is trash.
Resolutions, then great sex.
Right. Listen, if we have a revolution, we can sit in the floor. But if we have a revolution, we can sit in the floor and talk about our resolution.
I like
Ray over here picking fights so he can have makeup sex.
Relations.
I like relations. Hey, do y'all see what they said though? A little bit of affection. She said first there's beef in the comments. They set tripping.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's go back to the first thing.
Who's complicated and bougie?
Oh, you. That was talking about you. But sometimes a little affection and respect goes a long way. And then there's the flip side to that coin. Sometimes a little affection and respect gets you nowhere. Trust me, LOL. And I don't know why you put LOL because that's dead ass.
Can I ask a question?
Right.
This is
I'm here for ask a question.
Like a summer in the desert.
What's the question?
Oh,
so because you gave affection and respect and the person didn't reciprocate, does that mean you compromise your integrity because they did wrong? I'm not going to change me because they did wrong. I will still continue to and respect, just maybe not to you.
Right. So that was a great round. Listen, that was a great round of questions. But now we got to get into our sponsor tonight, which is the last couple standing. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Thank you, Jessica, Cole, Kamala, Ulysses, and John.
Always.
And Farrell Skyler, of course.
Yes, Farrell. Yes. Great conversation.
Yeah, we love y'all, man. We love the converse.
Make sure y'all invite 10 friends when y'all come in here, though. Invite 10 friends every week.
Tag them up.
The first question on last couple standing is, would you be mad if you found out your partner had sex with their boss to get the job they have now?
Ooh.
Who's gonna set it off? Who got the crazy face?
Empress.
How much you getting paid?
Empress.
There's a couple of questions. First of all, did you get this job before or after we met?
Oh man.
Before we met. Okay, cool. What's your salary looking like?
Wow. That's the question.
Was it worth selling some for?
Right.
Oh, so you can live with it if the bread is right.
And are we living with
I'm just saying, what I'm hearing is you're sharing if the bread is right.
Oh no, wait, he's continuing to sleep.
I don't know that. I don't know. I'm asking
said.
your answer.
How y'all gonna switch up the question? Y'all say I switch the questions up, but I'm just watching.
What?
He said slept with to get his position. So it already happened. He in the position. Right. As long as he ain't sell himself for something cheap, okay. It better be a mid 6-figure salary.
All right. What about if he's just at 7-Eleven serving up Slurpees and hot dogs?
Oh, he's a rapper.
You sold yourself for that.
Y'all are foul, man. Y'all ain't got no compassion.
You sold yourself for that.
Y'all was breaking up with him.
My high schooler can get a job at 7-Eleven for doing nothing.
All right. He got 6 figures. He's a CEO, and he just knocked down the head corporate chick so that he can get this position. How you feeling with it?
Does he need somebody to do lighting? Does he need somebody to make the bed?
Oh, you could cry in the Benz, but not the Honda. I just want to get it right.
It all has to be worth it. It has to be worth it.
Look at Empress really thinking about it.
This is the indecent proposal of movie part 2.
I'm Robin Redford this all the way home, baby. All the way to the back.
Age. I love it. Yo, Dr. Feelgood, what's your say on this, man? Can she get that natty up for the job?
My lady?
Yeah.
Oh no. Nah, not while she with me.
Listen,
this is what I'm gonna say to that.
She the head exec at Tesla.
Listen, now if she told me this is what happened while we were, I can't prevent anything that happened before me. But if she's saying I'm trying to get this promotion, and in order for me to get this promotion and this raise, I'm gonna have to do X, Y, Z. Mm-hmm. Nah, I ain't with that.
Yo, y'all gonna hate me for my answer. Y'all gonna hate me for my answer. Because my play go like this, right? If she comes to me with the play, we gotta execute together. We gotta be in on it together. So if she comes to me and she's like, "Yo, listen,
boss too,
huh?
You want to smash the boss too?"
Nah, B, I don't want to talk to the boss. B. But yo, the boss might be a bad chick. The boss might be a bad chick. Not. We might have something going. Now that you
the boss might be an old dude.
Now trying to say she's not a bad chick.
That was your job. The old dude worked at your spot. The lady was bad at my job. But yo, what I was saying in my head, yo, for real, we don't got no old dudes that own the big businesses. She was a CEO executive, and wifey came and she said, "Here goes the play." And I said, "Bring her to dinner, and we're gonna have a nice dinner, and we're gonna talk about this." So now the second question is, what gift did your ex give you that you still have?
Can I go first?
Please.
My children.
Not the kids. No, boo. I die. Boo. Bam. You're not gonna pull that one. Not today, sir.
What happened?
Not today. What did she give you besides kids?
Some cologne or
all
some.
Right,
I mean, I was in an 18-year relationship, all so right. I still got a lot.
Come on, fam. Ain't nobody asked for your rap sheet. Yo, Chef Tammy. What about you? What you got from your ex?
The disrespect. You see,
you got me mad. You got me mad, Drippy, but the answer's the same. I was in a 23-year-old relationship.
Shut your ass up.
I got
that. Word. I didn't ask you how long.
How you gonna tell her to shut her ass up? You asking us for the question.
You didn't have. I didn't ask you how long. I said, y'all are so traumatized. You're like, I was in the 18-year. I was in the 20. What do you have?
Not traumatized at all.
What do you have? What do you have?
Designer bags. I got a ton of designer bags.
All right, there you go. Oh, he did you right though. 23 and this was the one that was getting high. But yo, Empress. Empress, what do you have from your ex that Deuce doesn't know about?
Drippy, don't start moving.
Chef Tim, you see him right?
Tripping.
I have a necklace, but I don't wear it.
Okay.
All
right.
This is all I want to say. Hold on. This is all I want to say.
I just sound like prison
Regina. He is.
Yo, she on me tonight. Gina. Yo, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Big bro, notice. I got these hormonal replacements, so I'm kind of like the teenager.
Oh my god.
Low key though.
Tell them where you got them at, though.
That's your mouth, man. I hate you. That's personal, B. But yo, back to what I was saying. Yeah. Yo, all right. What I got from my ex? Bad memories, heartbreak, and headaches. Let's go now. Let's roll into what we roll.
Nah. We can't do the kids. You can't do that.
Right.
What about my that I got from my ex?
If you can't say the kids, then you can't say that.
Oh, I'm just saying. No, I don't. I don't think I got nothing like that. Let me look around.
I don't think I got nothing.
Nah, B.
Not a bottle of cologne, not some socks, nothing.
She didn't give me no cologne. She didn't give me no socks. She took me on trips. Like we did.
I got some sneakers.
Homegirl, give me the. I got like cards. Oh, I got a buddy passes that I don't use.
For like flights?
Yeah. I'm
I'll take those.
I don't use it because it's spirit. Holla. Next.
I'll take those. I
don't care. Oh man, we had a good time. So I want to recap some of the questions that we put on this week because we had a lot of engagement, and this was the question of the week on the actual platform. And here it goes. I asked couples, who is responsible for taking the garbage to the street, washing the cars, and mowing the lawn in your home? Mm-hmm. And we got tremendous feedback. About 40 comments came in on that. My personal take on that was, or anything above, my lady is not gonna do. She's not taking out no garbage. She's not mowing no lawn, and she damn sure ain't washing no cars.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
With that one.
All right, that's fly. But I'm just saying though, we in the real world. If I'm doing a lot and she's
I'm in the fake world.
No,
Dre, you've been throwing shots at me and Tim all night.
Yo, y'all tripping.
I'm asking the audience. Has Dre been going at me and Tammy, or is it just me?
Ask them. They said I'm a horny teenager.
Right.
They said I'm a horny teenager, so I'm going at everybody. I'm out here. Yo, listen. I'm saying, yo, listen. The house that I was brought up in, all right, somebody got to take the trash out. Cool. But we're going to get somebody to cut the grass, and we're going to take our cars to the car wash. So, I mean, like, we're going to take the trash out, but you might have to A.B. day it, man. Ain't gonna be
if they scratch my car, I'm burning down the car wash.
Right. I just think there's just certain things that you don't let your daughters or your lady or your mother do. And for me, those three, I don't ever want to see my woman or my daughters outside cutting the grass. I don't ever want to see them taking the garbage out. And I don't ever want to see them outside washing the car unless we're doing it together and she's helping me. But for her to be and pumping her own gas when I'm next to her, that ain't going.
You got something sexy on washing that thing.
So I'm a car person. Like I've always been a car person.
I guess this.
So like when I got my first car, even now, like y'all know I just bought a new car. Like
what you get? What's
the couple
nice. Something nice.
Was it foreign or domestic?
I don't ever buy domestic cars.
Tell him, bro.
I don't ever buy domestic cars.
I spoke a different language.
But like, I'm actually excited for like the next set of sunny days to go wash my car. I don't want somebody to do that for me. Like that's like. When I had my first car, that was my Saturday morning. Get up, wash my car, detail it, go to the beach. I was living in Florida, go by the beach. Like that's something I want to do. Like if I stay in the house and I don't do anything physical, I can't. You know, my dad had 3 girls. I was outside doing the yard with my dad, like raking up the grass that the bag didn't catch. Like I was outside under the hood working on the car with him. Like these are things I enjoy doing. If somebody prevented me from doing what I enjoyed, it's not going to be good.
Right.
Yo,
so like you have to take into account your lady's personality. I love taking care of my car. I love going outside and cutting the grass. And my yard is little. Like I got a garden backyard because I wanted to work on it and do the gardening. It gives me something.
Well, listen, that's fine. That's great. You're but I want to ask Chef Tammy. Do you feel the same way, Chef Tammy?
Well, I'm the exact opposite of Empress, whereas I'm the only daughter and I have 3 brothers. So I had brothers around the house to take out the garbage. I was taught just like Dr. Philgood said, I was brought up under that adage that, you know, as long as there was a man in the house, I didn't take out the garbage. I don't wash my own car, nor do I cut my own lawn. And that's just is what it is.
I'm sorry.
So let me read a few comments because Ulysses and Dre is on something tonight. He's talking about I went from doctor to bougie.
Oh, bougie. Yeah, son.
Please highlight the comment. I hate him.
That's right, Horace.
What he say?
Horace says he agrees with you, Dr. Philgood, not in his presence. Meaning that if there's a man around, yeah.
Right.
Wait.
What's so funny,
I don't know what you laughing at.
First of all,
Wait, you say it.
Ulysses done made a whole song, done added Empress into the Jefferson song.
No,
Moved on out from the project, began living on the
Jessica
east side.
said,
I don't know how to highlight it. Please put it
Jessica said she said, I feel Empress. I'm excited about washing my car all the time. AMD, it's not brand.
And
it's not brand new, but it's my baby. That's right, Jeff.
Okay, but it's my baby. Okay,
That's fire.
I don't know how to highlight the comment.
It's been some great comments tonight. You guys are awesome, and I'm so glad that y'all gonna let y'all ladies cut the lawn this summer.
So
that's dope.
All I know,
I'm driving by honking. When all of them chicks out there cutting grass, I'm gonna drive by. Yo, y'all need some lemonade? What's happening? I'm on one tonight. Yeah, let's go.
I see you, Dre. Well,
so my hubby says he knows one thing. The moment the neighbors come out talking about, "Hey, Miss Parker,"
you going in the house.
There you go.
I'll put on some sweatpants.
Y'all know sweatpants don't hide that thing. Come on.
No, the men's sweatpants.
Who?
I'll put on men's sweatpants.
Okay, but you see, Regina says she guess her man is failing her because he take out the garbage. But I'm sure he compromises in other ways, and I'm sure that there's things that he's taking in that's accountable for you because he's still your man, baby, and he's delivering something, Jana.
Right.
I'm sure. So what I'm saying is, just because you fall short. Just because you fall short in one department, does that make you less of a companion? If I make my lady take out the garbage, y'all gonna
you're not making her take out the garbage.
I'm not making her do anything. I'm sorry, I said that totally.
But I'm just saying, for me, that's just a no for me. But if she's adamant about it, I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't do it. But I would just prefer to do it.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Right. So that's what that was the point I was trying
to
drive.
What about the stuff in the house? Like, if she asks you for help, can you help me with the laundry? Can you help me feed the kids? Like,
I've done all that.
Projects is government housing.
Okay, I'm just asking.
On that note, man, listen. Salute to the government houses, man.
Right.
No, so my cousin is not from the U.S. My cousin is not from the U.S., so a lot of our terminology is going to be called something different in the country that she lives in.
Okay.
So that's why she was asking.
That's
well, guys. Not to cut you off, but if we're on the 8 o'clock hour, we had a great hour with everyone. We want to make sure you guys tune in every Sunday at 7 p.m. The conversation with James Billings and Friends, which is my host, Empress, Drippy Dre, and of course, Chef Tammy. She might have had to fly out real quick and go handle some business, or she might be back. We want to thank everybody for commenting in the room every week. Farrell Skylar, Kamala, Jessica.
Kamala. There's no
Kamala. Every time I see that, I think of Kamala Harris. So that's why I say Kamala.
No.
Right.
John Wallinger, always Ulysses and Deuces this week. Anything y'all want to say before we get out of here, Empress? Any blog spot you dropping this week?
Yes, please look forward to the blog. I kind of slipped last week. Work was a little bit busy, but I'm back on it. Please continue to support, subscribe, share. I'm trying to reach the world with my thoughts because I can't be the only one with these thoughts, you know.
Right.
And I shared a little bit of me earlier today. That's kind of where the blog is coming from. So
right. Okay, I got a playlist.
Tell me about the playlist, Drip.
It's popping right now. We got the Say No More playlist. It's volume 2, and I put out 2.5. I told y'all I was going to drop 2, being that I was slacking. So if you want to tune into some new R&B and you want to be horny like Drippy Dre and lay up with your lady, your man, whatever, get it right. Throw that R&B on and get closer to your significant other. Play the last couple standing game and just show love, man. We want more love this year, man. That's it. Where
can they find it? Is the playlist on the main page?
It's on the main page of the conversation page with James Billings and Friends.
On Facebook. So we thank you guys for tuning in once again. Shout out to all my Muslim family out there that's enduring Ramadan. Stay disciplined. Right. Until next week, peace.
Peace and love.
Good night, y'all.
Thank you.
It's so phenomenal. Yeah. So incredible. Yeah. Because of you, I wrote this song. Now it's on the radio. Tricking all my money out. Anything you want. Step in out now. Anywhere you want. Diamond ring. sexy girl, you got me saying, oh, let's get it right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. Oh, get it on right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. 'Cause your body is so hot, girl. So hot, gotta give you what I got. Let me please, let me please, let me please, let me please. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. I could take you around the world. What you waiting for? Lunch in Hollywood, dinner in New York. Expensive shoes. I know you like living it up. So sexy, girl. I'm just saying. Oh, let's get it right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. Oh, get it on right now. Oh, gotta get it right, get it right. 'Cause your body is so hot, girl. So hot, gotta give you what I got. Let me please, let me please, let me please, let me please. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. 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 Something that I wanna say. Can I play? Unforgettable, unpredictable. Can't leave you alone, so incredible. It's all on you. I got you alone now. What you gonna do? Can't nobody else mess with you. From your head down to your shoes. Ooh, it don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. Go Queens. Go, go, 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 go You like the finer things, yeah, you love it. Oh, just like an oven. Oh, they say you're hotter than July. You used to be the life of the party, but now you're broken hearted. And I